What's going on, everybody? Um, Here today to talk about racing. It's kind of another information video, kind of like the other one about the tournaments. This one does involve the tournaments again. I'm actually practicing for the tournament right now. We are running a tournament today this is the 21st of April. It's a Friday. Tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time, so 6 o'clock Pacific, and should be 8 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock Mountain Standard. We're running a tournament. It's going to be at Les Champs. It's going to be 10 laps per moto, with 2 motos being ran. And it's part of our first series we're running on the site, or on the Facebook page, and we're really excited for it. It's the Rockstar Energy National Series, and we're going to do a race every night for probably about a week, 2 weeks, just as our kind of a startup tournament. And it'll be 10 laps at 10 laps every tournament. Like every race is going to have 10 laps and 2 motos. It's going to be a different track every time. And we're excited to see who all turns out. And I'm on here to kind of talk about some of the racing things you might need to know or might want to know, or any questions you might have. One is hosting. I've had a few people ask about how the rooms are going to work. And the way the tournaments are ran is it's all ran with one class, basically. Like there's no A, B classes for fast or slow people. It's all one class. And we just take the overall time from each moto and put them together, and then decide who got, first, second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. And you'll get points for every position you get. And whoever has the most points at the end of the series obviously is the champion. And next time we run this series with, this name, same series, the person who wins the overall will get to ride the #1 red plate going into the next series. And that's how we're going to run it. And if you had the points lead, that person is allowed to ride the red plate during the series. If not, of course, just run your normal plates. If we have to do 2 rooms, there will be 2 people hosting it. Most likely it'll be me and Wire. And we'll combine the times from each room to see, who got where. And we'll have the results posted probably about an hour after all the racing is finished. If you do sign up, make sure to go to the events on the Facebook page and like and follow that page, to keep up to date with the information and the racing that's going on. And you go on there, you're gonna say you're going or interested in the event if you think you might be able to make it, but you're unsure, so you're interested in the event we have posted. And in the comments, I would like everyone who is going or interested to put your PSN name, so that way we can write the names down and we know who we need to add and how many people's going, and we can get an idea of how we're going to need to set up the rooms. And so that way we can have everything ready for you guys once the race actually starts. And 10 minutes before the race is supposed to start is when we'll open the rooms and we'll start inviting people. And that's whenever you guys will need to be in the room and kind of stay there until the tournament is over. And it's pretty simple. Not too many things to go over. I mean, all that's pretty simple stuff. One thing to kind of go over also, if you're confused about how the times might work, I did want to cover the timeout timers. What we're going to do with that is the first person to get timed out in the lobby, say 4th place gets timed out or 3rd place, by whoever's in first, they don't get to finish the race. The first person timed out is put at 20 seconds behind the leader, since that is the timeout timer. And the person behind them will be put 25 seconds behind the leader. Person behind them, 30 seconds, so on and so forth. It goes 20 seconds behind the leader, since that is the timeout timer, and then we put 5 seconds onto that timer for every person in a position behind that person. And then we combine the times and just see where you got, and that's kind of how that's ran. Just in case you were wondering if you get timed out, that is how it's ran during an event that happens. If you do miss the first moto, you're still allowed to ride the second moto. Vice versa. If you ride the first one but you have to miss the second one, you can do that. You can still get points for the one moto, and those points will still stay in your standings. And after the race, we will post standings, and for every new event, we'll have standings recorded from the previous events, and just to show where everyone is at. Teams are starting to form. We have a community chat on the page now to where you can go talk about anything you would ever need to talk about or ask questions about. There's a community chat, and it's also kind of our forum. Ask questions, talk to people, get to know people on the site, so on and so forth. But as I said, new teams are joining. I really wanted to get to that because this is a big opportunity for people to start making their own team, riding with friends, having your own kind of organization within the tournaments. And me, myself, I'm making a team personally that I'm going to run. I know Wire already has a team. My buddy iRock, I'm pretty sure he also has a team. Shout out to Wire and iRock, by the way, during this video. And pretty sure Wire's his drill team, of course. Many people know of that from what I've heard. And iRock is running the Goon Squad. I'm pretty sure he's the one running that one. And I'm not sure what mine's going to be, but there's a lot of open names. You can make it any bike. You can make it a specific bike. You can make it Rockstar. You can make it Monster Energy. Whatever you want to do, it's your team. Make it. Invite people, and we can make you a private chat for the team itself. And the only people that will be able to see it will be the admins and you and your team. We can work out, trying to make them private chats for all the teams. Other than all that stuff, there's not too much to talk about, and kind of inform you guys that was pretty much everything. I just hope a lot of people turn up to the event. Really looking forward to see people get back into tournaments on here. If you do want to practice and you want to get ready for a tournament, you can add me. I'm down to practice with anyone who's wanting to, for any tournament that goes for TJ3308. Just add me on PSN and I'll be down to practice anyone, help out anyone, or answer any questions in game that you might have to ask and you just don't want to message on Facebook or anything. But yeah, if you got the time, come by, do the race. It's gonna be a lot of fun, especially being the first one back. A lot of people looking forward to it. A lot of the slower guys I've been hearing also, I wanted to say a lot of the slower people have been saying they're worried about racing because they don't think they'll do good, or they're worried about where they'll finish at or how tournaments will go for them. Honestly, don't worry about that. If you feel like you can't do tournaments, don't do them if it's not your type of style. But if you want to do them, but you feel like you don't have the speed, just race them. I've seen many times people are just more consistent with racing and not even get good finishes, or some people that aren't even that fast ride consistent and beat some of the top guys. Just the fact of staying consistent, staying up, and doing as many races as possible for a series, and you can easily win one. But yeah, thank you for watching. Just kind of wanted to inform you guys on just some small stuff when it came to the racing, and just let y'all know about the event tonight. And there will be one tomorrow at the same time. It's going to be a different track, but it's going to be the same moto format, 2 motos, and it's probably going to be 250, 450 like tonight's race is, which means you can ride a 450 or a 250 in the race of your choice. And that does include the 350, so so I know some people ride it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to go like the page. We'll have a link in the description, and we'll see y'all next time, and hope to see you at the racing in the tourney.